Good afternoon, everyone. This is Main's Touch of Love. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel and click this like button and share the video if you love videos with someone you love who loves videos or who loves babies that have videos. I'm just hyper, that's all. But after you watch my video, I would definitely appreciate it if you clicked that like button. But I'm just coming to you today. I got baby Josiah. He doesn't have any clothes on. I'm going to get him changed today. We're going to get him all sorted out here. I'm going to make sure I have him covered properly. But I figured I'll do a video because it's been a couple weeks. You guys haven't seen me. You haven't seen me at all. I'm trying to make sure he stays pretty covered. His hair isn't done. I haven't done anything to him since the doll show. I just took his clothes off. And so, oops, sorry guys. And so I wanted to make sure I presented a video of him so that you guys can see he's doing good. I'm taking good care of him. I'm gonna put him in something simple, not anything harsh. It's hot still, but not super hot here. So I was thinking about putting him on some sweatpants, but I think I'm just gonna put him in a t-shirt and some socks and, well, 2 t-shirts. See, that's why I'm not gonna put anything else on him. I'm gonna put him in 2 t-shirts and socks and stuff like that. But I'm gonna show you what I have. So I have an Honest diaper. It's got a giraffe on it. Can y'all see the giraffe? Let me see if y'all can see it. Can you see it? Okay, yeah, y'all can see it. See if it'll zoom in. Man, it just, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it doesn't, but it's a giraffe on there. And then I'm gonna put him, wow, I got these little hand mitts here. They're orange, and I never use hats, but I'm gonna put this hat on him because I didn't comb his hair, and not because, you know, I'm worried about anything messing with it, but I try not to. Being that he is available and he's up for sale, I just don't want to mess with him unless, like, I'm taking him out, and then I'll do his hair. But I just leave him intact. His hair looks really good though, even though I haven't been combing in it. But his hair looks really good. So I'm gonna put this orange hat on him to cover his hair, and then put these socks on him as well. And I'll put this t-shirt, white t-shirt on, because you guys know I love putting t-shirts underneath the t-shirt of whatever they're wearing. But I took the tag off earlier, but it's a Carter's onesie. I think it's kind of retro looking stripes. It's cute. We're gonna put that on him and see how he looks in that. I'm gonna put the diaper on him first. But I'm just coming to you guys. I try not to make, you know, a lot of videos if I don't have a whole lot to say. So what I do usually is I'll go through like other people's videos and stuff and see what they're talking about, what the topics are, hot topics. If they're asking any questions, sometimes people do tags and things like that in their videos. So I was like, let me see if they have any questions or anything like that, and I can just answer those, right? A few weeks ago, Serenity asked a question about like what kind of videos you like. What's your preference? Do you like changing chats? Do you like what? Changing chats or box openings? What was your preference? For me, my preference is definitely a box. Oh, I mean, not a box opening. Excuse me. I apologize for that. I was thinking not a box opening. It's not a box opening. My preference on what videos I like is the changing chats. Yarlena's Reborn Nursery. I went to her channel yesterday, or early this morning, not yesterday. She did a live video. I didn't see the live, but I saw the video after the fact. And she was asking the same thing, like, what do you prefer to see? Do you prefer to see, like, okay, he's good and covered now. Do you prefer to see, like, changing chats, or, what do you like? What is your thing? I'm trying to make sure he's propped up, too. I forget about his little head sometimes. But what do you like? So, for me, definitely changing chats. Why do I like changing chats? Because I like to see people change their clothes, the clothes, what they have, new outfits. Everybody's different, but I like to see what they have. I may not necessarily get the outfit, but I like to see it, right? And then some people get clothes made for their babies, especially like the preemie size babies. They get clothes made for them, and I think it's great. And I like seeing the clothes because they look really nice. So I love when they change their baby so I can see what they have on. And I like to see their babies. They have to. I just like to. Then what else? I like the box openings, but I generally like I'll go look at the box openings. Like, say I do sell a doll. It's rare that I do sell one. I do this kind of as a hobby. I mostly paint just for myself. But say I sell a doll, that doll sells, and now I gotta box it up. I'm just trying to get some ideas of how I want to box it up. So I like to look at the videos for that. But most of the time, I'm looking for ideas. I don't really use them much, but it just kind of stirs up your creativity. Like, oh, that was nice, but maybe I can put a twist on it and do it like this. But then the other side is that most of the time I fast forward because I want to see the baby. But some people have some really beautiful box openings, but I prefer overall just to see the babies. I like seeing the babies over the box openings. And some people's box openings are just exciting. I remember a few years back when I first started watching the videos, when I saw that they actually did the videos of the box openings and everything and putting their babies on. This lady, she had music and everything on. She was dancing. She was having a good time. I think it was a Joanna K silicone baby that she got. But apparently she has a lot of them. But she was doing a box opening. She was dancing. I cannot find that video. After I watched it, I cannot find it anywhere. But she was proud because she cleaned her house. She did all her chores for around the house. Kids going to school. She did all that. She was like, I'm good. She turned her music on and she got to dance and she was getting ready to open up her box. It was, to present the baby to everybody. But that was a really exciting box opening. I mean, she was in it. But it was just, I think the creativity for me was the main thing in what she did. But her box opening was beautiful too. I mean, it was really nice. Well put together. But most of the time, what do I go for? I think I go for the change in chats because, like I said, I paint my dolls myself. That's my thing. That's what I like to do. So I don't really have box openings unless I'm sending a doll off to somebody and then I'll look. But my thing now is just mainly to see the babies. I want to see what the babies and things look like. What else? I'm trying to think. What else did I want to say? Oh, and then after they asked that question, we started talking about the show. What are we going to put on Josiah? I want to talk about that too. I already talked about that. I have a list, guys, so I'm trying to process. But I want to talk about the doll show. Yarlena's Reborn Nursery was talking about the doll show and what she liked about the doll show and what she noticed about the doll show. And so I did notice a lot of things about the doll show. I thought it was great. I thought that I saw a nice mix. Some people were saying they didn't see a lot of silicone. Was it more vinyl than silicone though? I don't know. I don't remember like that. I thought it was pretty balanced as far as silicone versus vinyl. What I saw there, I thought it was balanced. So I would say it was balanced. And then we were talking about the pricing and things like that. Well, not we. She was. I'm like all in her video. She was talking about pricing and that she didn't see a lot of discounts and things like that on dolls. It could have been what she was attracted to, what she liked. But they did have, I don't like to call things budget babies, but some people had really nice prices on their vinyl dolls that they had. But then you have to look at pricing and things like that kind of different because you have people there, if they already have a name for themselves or a brand, their prices are going to be what it is because their stuff's going to sell no matter what. Like whether it sells in the show or after the show, it's going to sell. At some point, their stuff's going to sell. It's like having a Michael Kors purse and a Coach purse versus going to Walmart or Target and getting a purse. And I'm not talking about, because now Target's kind of shifting. Or I could say, okay, no, let's say it like this. Going to Macy's or Dillard's and you have Michael Kors and the Coach purses, but you also have other brands of purses that are leather, right? They're all leather. but you're paying for the name, even though all the leather is pretty much the same quality. You're paying for the name, the brand. So that's what I mean. I'm gonna say it like that. I won't say Michael Kors Coach to Walmart. That's not fair. I won't say that. I'll say it like with the Dillard's store and Macy's store, when you have all those different purses and different brand names, stuff like that. The Michael Kors, sometimes purses would be more expensive than the other brands, even though the quality may seem sometimes better. But overall, like, it's the same, pretty much same leather that's being used. So I would say prices vary based on what you're looking for and what your budget is for getting a doll. What are you prepared to pay? You, not somebody else, but what are you prepared to pay? Then that's where things start to change and shift. Me personally, as far as prices and things like that go, I think that creates that diversity and that variety, because everybody's budget for what they're willing to pay for a baby varies, right? So I think that if you're looking for a certain price range and but you have your taste is very expensive, like you like the nice stuff, you're not gonna find out for much of a discount. But I'm gonna say this: I went back and watched my video to look and see, and I'm talking about dolls that were painted. The prices, those are about the same. Like the prices, like they said, like she said in the last hour on Sunday, the second day, they did offer discounts if they didn't sell their baby in the last hour of the day. But okay, but I'm looking at kit wise, okay, and now we're talking about me, because when I was going, I was just gauging, just looking around. I'm looking at kits now, right? So I would say, to me, when I went back and watched my video and I looked at the prices that I quickly scanned over, I didn't stay in the price tags too long, or I tried not to, unless I was trying to read a name or something like that. But the prices, I want to say that I noticed, as far as kits, silicone. We're talking about silicone now. That's an expensive medium anyway. But price-wise, I'm going to say I think that the people there, most of them gave like a 10 to 15% discount. I want to say, yeah, because like when I went back, after I went through my videos and I went online just to look at what their prices were versus what they were at the show, I was like, okay, so that was like, say a kit was $2,000. At the show, it was $1,800. So that was $200 off. That was a 10% discount. But then I started thinking, was that the base model? Because I don't think any of them had, well, not any of them, the ones I was looking at, some of them didn't have armatures or anything like that. So I'm thinking that was just the basic model, right? So, but like we said, we're with inflation and everything going on, there's been price hikes, especially in silicone, because everybody's kind of shifting over to silicone, so everybody's buying it. So it's kind of like, what does your pocket budget, I want to say, what does your pocket look like? What does your budget look like for what you save up, or what is your budget for your dolls? Just point blank, what is your budget for your dolls? And then I think Serenity did a video like that too, about stay in your budget, find the best baby you can for the budget you're in. But where I said now comes in when you start looking at the prices and what people are willing to pay, that's where diversity and variety comes in. See, the reason why I say that is because some people aren't willing to pay, I'm just throwing a number out, some people aren't willing to pay $6,000 for a doll. You may have certain people over here who's like, I won't pay any more than $3,500 for a doll. You got this side of people who said, I won't pay anything more than $6,000 to $7,000 for a doll. So a $6,000 doll is right on for them, spot on. They're good with that. No problems, no hesitations, they're good. But them, they won't have it. So reason why I say diversity and variety, because something they're not willing to get, they may have, but we're still all in the doll community, so they have some things and they have some things. And then sometimes both of you have the same things, but it brings a variety in because everybody's willing. Everybody's budget is different. So I can see, that's why I said I can see what she's saying, but price wise, it just all varies. It's just all different. But overall, me going, I was looking at all my videos. I really enjoyed the show. Um, I think when I looked at them, pricing for everything else. Okay, so like clothes and stuff like that. A lot of people clothes there were pricey. I mean, the little bitty ones, it's like $25. I don't know if y'all saw that on my video, but that was just one that I saw. It could have been not for everything, but those people work to make those tiny things. They have to cut out the fabric, or my guess is they cutting out fabric? Sometimes they might be, or are they making like outfits like this, cutting into that and then making it smaller that way? I don't know, but anyway, to me, if it's handmade, that stuff's gonna cost a little bit more money. And those people there were gifted and talented, and those were handmade, a lot of times, outfits that was there. I didn't run into a lot of Carter's outfits that were hanging up. A lot of outfits I saw were handmade, or can I say like from boutiques? Is that better for me to say, like something like that? So I noticed they were like from a boutique or something like that. But I don't know. Because when I went to the first doll show that I went to, I bought an outfit and it was $50 for a top and some bloomers. And it's priced like that because, like I said, boutique prices anyway. Even if you go shopping at boutiques for your own stuff, you're going to pay more because why? It's limited. You're not going to find that everywhere. If you do, then you got gypped. But I'm just saying, most of the times in boutiques, that stuff is like in that store. You're not going to really find it somewhere else. It's rare that you will. And if it is, it's in a small, limited amount, which makes that price worth buying because you're not going to see a lot of people with it. Now, if I saw Carter's outfit that was that much, and Carter's is like a franchise that's everywhere, everybody sells it. I mean, not only that do they sell it in a Carter store, but they sell Carter's at Target, they sell Carter's at Walmart, they sell Carter's at what is that? I want to say Ross, but the other one, the oh my goodness, Burlington Coat Factory. You got all these places, Marshalls, everywhere sells Carter's. So you're going to find most Carter stuff is like at a discounted price. At the most you're going to pay for Carter's outfits is $20-something, $30. And that's if you really want it. But if you keep waiting on it, it will go on sale. So the clothing was priced. For handmade products, I think it was priced pretty good. Was it expensive? Yeah. So it depends on how much you really want to buy when you got there. But like the blankets and the bottles and stuff like that, I think that they were priced reasonably, and a lot of the blankets that were there were really, really super nice, right? So can y'all see him? I'm over here talking to y'all about all this stuff. But I just wanted to make sure I went into that. And then Yarlina was also talking about why some of the dolls that were for sale, completed dolls, now we're back onto vinyl, some silicone, but why the completed dolls were as expensive as they were, because she said she didn't see a lot of discounted stuff, and some stuff was pricey there. But what she was saying is maybe they did that so they can pay for expenses. Like, you got to get all of that stuff there. If you're driving, that's easier if you're able to drive because you can bring everything. But say you're flying, you got to pay for the flight. You have to pay to get that stuff sent in. What do y'all call it? I know what it is, but I can't think of it. You got to check the boxes and the bags. You got to, so all that stuff can go under the plane and be shipped, or you ship it early there. However you guys make that stuff work, that's a lot of stuff. And then once you're done, so you got to pay for the booth, the flight, and she was talking about the food, the rent of the booth. I said the rent. Gotta pay rent too, but anyway. So you gotta pay for the booth, the flight to ship your stuff, whatever you do, claims or check bags or whatever y'all gotta do to get your stuff there. You have to pay for it. And then she's saying if you have quite a big booth, or you have a lot of stuff, then you got to get somebody to help you. You got to pay an assistant. Then you have to pay for your room. And if you get a rental car, say you fly, you get a rental car, you got to pay for the rental car. You got to pay for your food. Then you got to put gas in that car if you do a rental car. And then you got to make sure you refill it up before you take it back to the airport to get back on the plane. And then you got to get all that stuff back. So that stuff costs money. It's a lot of overhead in that. So I kind of get that. And then what else was she talking about? That made a lot of sense to me. And when she was talking about you got to kind of be prepared because of the price of some of the dolls, especially the nicer ones were. I mean, you gonna pay for them. Bottom line, it's a nice doll, well worth the price to me that was tagged. Um, so she was saying people who go to the show, you have to prepare, like start preparing pretty much now. You got to get ready to play for a flight. If you want to buy a doll, you have to go and be prepared. And I was thinking to myself that you have to be prepared either way for a doll, period. Like, you're gonna buy a pricey doll, you have to prepare for that. You have to save, you have to get yourself situated to be able to make that purchase for that doll or that item, whatever you choose to get. So either way, you got to prepare. And then my thing too, if you're traveling and you're going there, you even whether you're a vendor or you're going there and you plan on purchasing it all, you still, when you travel to places like that, it costs money. So you got to prep and be ready to pay for all that. And then you got to be making sure that you have enough money in case something happens, for emergencies. You should have that set aside. Do most people have that done? Probably not, but somebody like me who knows that it's probably gonna be more than one person going with me, I need to make sure that I plan and forecast all of that, just in case. That's why it's called accidents. So you want to make sure you plan for emergencies and stuff like that as well. I don't know. I was already talking about like silicone, and we've been talking about these prices for a minute. I mean, you hear a lot of people talking about how they feel like the price of blank kits, not just completed dolls. Completed dolls are expensive too, but like blank kits, how the prices are going up. I think with inflation, everything's like hiking, but yeah, prices for that's going up. And so you just got to be prepared and know. And if you really want it, save for it to get it, because I don't in the next 6 months, I'm gonna leave it at that number. In the next 6 months, I don't see the price on doll kits changing. You would like to see the prices get better, but honestly, I don't see that happening. But in the end, it all boils down to sacrifice, I guess, and prioritizing. You don't want to not have the things that you need, I guess. I mean, you want to make sure you get everything that you need, but I know we all have desires. You love these dolls and you really want something, but you got to make sure you prioritize. That's important, to make sure that you're not lacking anything. If you have families and things like that, you're not lacking anything. But overall, hey, I think everything was great, and I got off to the side of just purchasing. We started talking about money, so I got to the blank kits because I've been looking at stuff. Like I said, I've been telling y'all for a minute that I'm waiting on a little boy. So for me, I'm just playing the hurry up and wait game. I did have my eye on a partial silicone kit, but me personally, I prefer babies that are sleeping. So I was gonna get it at the doll show too, but the eyes were open. Yes, the eyes were open. It was an awake baby, but I was gonna get a partial kit, but it was awake, and I don't want to do that, because then I'll paint it. It'll be beautiful. I like it, but in the end, I mean, because that's how I feel about my Bubbles kit. I love my Bubbles, but then she made her Bubbles asleep. I would prefer to have the Bubbles asleep. But I got my Bubbles and I'm good. I really love her. She's beautiful. But I prefer to have sleeping kits. That's just me. But see, we gone on to something else that nobody's even talking about. But I want to take the time to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I want to make sure I don't forget to talk about anything like that. And everybody that I met and came across at the doll show, you guys were so nice. Everyone, so nice and receptive. I mean, I remember coming down to the, I call it the foyer, but downstairs in the lobby, I got it. In the lobby, I remember everybody being nice. I just kind of was walking around. I walked back and forth a couple of times, just passing everybody. Then I just stopped into where there was a group of people, right? They were so nice. I mean, they didn't look at me like, why is she over here? They just kind of welcomed me on in. It was so nice. They were so friendly. Everybody was friendly. I just want to say thank you to everyone who I had an opportunity to meet. It was a really good time. It was a great experience. I had a good time at the doll show overall for me. I can't wait till 2024. I know I'm getting ready for all the stuff that I got to do. So that's why I think everybody's kind of talking about being prepared and being ready. So when they want something, they can go ahead and get it, right? So I'm sitting here talking to y'all. I got to put his hat on. I don't know which way these go on because I don't do a lot of hats. So I don't know. But let's see how he looks. Let's see. Okay, I'm putting this on. I know I just paused in the middle of talking to you guys, but I want to let you guys see him. See what he looks like. Let's see what you look like, man. Oh, he looks cute in that orange. Look, guys. This is the Billie Sculpt by Kathy Biscuiti. His name, for me, that I named him, is Josiah. And I know I just started talking about everything. Everybody, again, was awesome at the doll show. Again, I just want to say thank you. But I was also supposed to get something at the doll show. See, I keep throwing things off. If y'all see stuff flying, let me tell y'all why y'all see them little fuzzies. And I keep going like this because I noticed it on my video. It's because I have this open polyfill. Instead of me closing it, I need to seal it. Like, I got a big thing. I use it for like my bigger babies. I have the really, really soft stuff for the little babies, but my bigger babies, in certain parts of them, like their limbs and stuff, I use the polyfill. But I have the really soft stuff that I get from Bountiful Baby for my small babies, right? But when I'm stuffing like baby Samuel, that big old head, and his legs and stuff, I use the regular polyfill. And it's there. The bag is like not gaping open, but it's like there. It's a big bag of it. So that's what those fuzzies are that you see. I keep getting sidetracked. It doesn't take much for me. But I was supposed to get something at the doll show. I noticed it in 2021 when I went, right? I was like, when I go this time, I'm going to get it. And I forgot. But I believe if I would have seen it, I'm going to go back through my video. I didn't see it when I went through my video the last time. And I'm going to go back through my video. And thank you everyone who watched my video tour. Thank you, Miss Serenity, for sharing my video tour of the doll show. I appreciate that, and I appreciate everyone who took the time to watch my video tour. I know it was long, but I tried to hit every booth that I could, and that took time. If I missed any booths, because I think when I first started recording, my video cut off, and I was going to go back and edit, but I didn't. I just went with what I had. But if I missed anybody's booth, please forgive me. And then I also wanted to say to Picket Fence Nursery. She was so nice, and she told me twice. She said, I was like, what's the name of your nursery? Picket Fence Nursery. And I kept saying Cricket Fence Nursery. But her name was Picket Fence Nursery. And then I even, zoomed out and I showed you guys like what it said. And I still said the wrong thing. So please, ma'am, charge it to my head, not to my heart. I was like in the heat of the moment and super excited, and I did not mean to mispronounce your nursery. I don't want you to think you're any less important than anybody else. You are important. Your work was beautiful, and I liked your setup. Everything was great. I just wanted to make sure I let you know that I did, when I watched my video, notice that I did not say the name of your nursery correctly, and I wanted to make sure I fix that in the next video that I'm doing, which is now. But yeah, so I was looking for this thing, and it's like a tool. I could order it offline. I could, but I really want to get it in person, right? I'm not going to get it when I go to the doll show in Raleigh, North Carolina, because I don't want to have to take it through the security check. I just don't want to deal with that. So I could order it offline. Yeah. But when I go to North Carolina, y'all, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to take a few babies. I'm going to take one. And I'm going to take my stroller. And what I think I'm going to do, because hopefully I plan enough time in between when I'm going, so I don't have to rush unless my flight leaves late. And then I have to rush to get to my connecting flight. But so I don't have to rush, just take my stroller and I can check it when I get ready to get on the plane. That way they'll give me my stroller back, and then I could just walk and do what I need to do, right? So I'm gonna do that. I think that's my plan. That's my goal. To take one baby. But yeah, I just want you guys to see what he had on. I think I went through everything that I wanted to talk about. I said thank you to everybody who watched my dog tour, and I wanted to also say for a lot of people were asking, and I heard Yarlena talking about it in her live video that I went back and watched, and they were talking about the Doll of the World Expo and the Kansas Doll Show, where to get the information. Facebook. I looked on Instagram. I never see anything on there except for what people who actually talk about it. You see Trueborn Inc., if I'm saying it right, Trueborn, they'll post stuff on Instagram if you're following them. And then other people will too, but Facebook, they call it .we, but Dolls of the World Expo actually has a page, and the Kansas Doll Show actually has a page that you can follow, and they'll give you the rules, they'll give you the dates of the next show, they'll tell you when their classes are going to be and how to get to those classes, or how to register for those classes, if they're going to have baby showers. I know the .we is not gonna have a baby shower this time. They're gonna have a pajama party. And you know what I was giggling about when I saw the pajama party? Because I think Winnie the Pooh has always kind of been their theme, but this is like the original Winnie the Pooh, I think, theme for the .we 2024. But they're doing a pajama party, and you could bring a gift and then do a gift exchange like that. But here's my thing. I wouldn't be surprised, though. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody comes with a full-blown Winnie the Pooh outfit on. Or if somebody comes, you know, is that a donkey and the little rabbit? Piglet? Or is it a pig? Piglet is the name of them. Y'all been thinking about that all day. I don't remember the name of the horse or the donkey. I don't remember. But I wouldn't be surprised if you see people walk in there fully dressed in those costumes, because it's a pajama party. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw it. But they're having a pajama party this time instead of the actual baby shower. This time I've been actually keeping up with it. And they have other doll shows that are coming up. Like they have a Yofi doll show coming up in December in Orlando, Florida. I don't think that I'll be attending that, but I'm getting myself ready, y'all. I'm getting myself ready for the .we in Raleigh, North Carolina. I hope everyone who went last time, look, I'm trying to tell y'all what to do. I hope y'all go, because I want to meet everybody. I mean, that was like a wonderful turnout. It's so exciting. But I do want to go. But if you don't go, I get it, because you've already been. But I hope you go. And I wanted to also say, I saw that was posted on the .we. I saw a couple of things. A few weeks ago, maybe it was a couple weeks ago, I can't remember. They had a tentative date of June 29th for the next show for 2024. But that's not solidified. Reason being is they still have to find a venue for the show. They said they need to close that in. Once they get that locked in, then they can start setting dates, more accurate dates. But they said right now the doll show is forecasted for June 29th, so maybe before that, because the 29th I think is a Saturday. I can't remember. Y'all can look at the calendar. But they said something due to 29th or the 30th or something like that. But it's the last weekend in June. I went and looked at the calendar, so I do know that it's the very last weekend in June. He's so cute in his orange, y'all. I was gonna put him on a pacifier, but I decided not to. Hold on, I swallowed wrong. Excuse me. I swallowed so wrong. But I also wanted to say, while we're talking about that, he's still available. Let me tell y'all something. I want to say, look, I'm saying, let me tell y'all something like it's so serious. It's not. I just want to say thank you for all those people who inquired about my little Billy. I really appreciate y'all. Everybody's been so nice. But here's the thing. Okay, so everybody's also been asking if I do payment plans. Like everybody's been coming, checking. They said, man, I'm interested in the baby. Or ma'am, how are you? How's things going? I'm really interested in your baby. Do you offer payment plans? And my answer is like, unfortunately, no, because of people in the past have fell through with past transactions that I've had, over time. Sometimes things fall through or don't work out and have to repost babies that I have. Again, I don't sell a lot, but I have had one or two where it just didn't work out. And that's time consuming, because you have to sit and communicate with these people, and then for things not to really work out in the end, you feel like you really just wasted time that you don't have. Again, because one, I work full time. This is my hobby. It's something I love to do, which is why I don't do custom or private orders, because I don't want to take the joy out of something that I love and it's a small group of people, a very small percentage. People can just drain you and take the joy out of things that are really meant to make you happy and to give you peace and give you like a time away from things. When you just need a break away from stuff, you paint and you do this because it's something you enjoy doing, right? So that's why I don't really take custom or private orders. But again, here I am. People have been so nice. I want to say thank you for everybody who's been polite and kind and patient with me. I've even had somebody say, you know what, if you change your mind, please let me know, because I really want him in my nursery. I'm like, oh, that's so nice, thank you. But, okay, so here's what it is. Okay, so, it's like, you want to do it, but you don't, because, like, you guys ever played spades? And you have you got 52 cards in a deck, right? And everybody plays spades different. Everybody's got certain rules. But either way, you have, I call them books or sets, because I don't want to call them tricks. That just sounds so wrong. But they call them tricks, like when you get your set. And everybody gets to bid on how many sets, books, tricks they can get. And you know how you can count? How many books total will come out of this game, right? So you got everybody bidding, like, I got 2, I got 3, I got 3, and you be like, okay, I got 4, right? And you sitting there counting, you like, somebody is reneging. And that's when somebody is giving you their number, and either they don't know how to read their hand, they don't know how to read the cards, they don't know what kind of hand they have, or sometimes they do. It depends on the type of game you're playing. But if you're playing like in a tournament and you renege, or you don't give, your bid is not correct or even close to being correct, and say you get more bids than what you were supposed to, you can lose points for that. You can get knocked. It's called reneging. And that's what I feel about people who don't follow through with the layaways. It's like, why are y'all doing this? I wouldn't do that to you. So this is why I'm like, I don't want to do it. But everybody's been so nice. What I'm thinking about doing is doing a layaway. I am thinking about it. I don't know. I'm really thinking about it. Just let me keep thinking, because I know that, the silicone medium is expensive just for the kits and stuff. That stuff's not cheap. But I'm really thinking about doing a layaway. I am, because it's very expensive to just pay all in one whop. But that's why, like in my previous video when I was talking about him, I was saying, just put your money aside. Whatever you would pay me, put it in an envelope, or put it in an account that you don't use. Like, I know there are certain accounts I have, bank accounts I'm talking about, that I don't use them like that. And I could shift that money there and I wouldn't miss it. Like, I wouldn't think about it. And then what you do is, when you're ready and you have all your money, then you pay it all like that. But I'm really thinking about it. Everybody's issue, or, priorities, things they have going on is different. Situations is the word I was looking for. Everybody's situation is different. So I don't know. I'm just really thinking about it though. I'm really considering doing a layaway or payment plan, because I know it's expensive, and that keeps ringing in my head too. But hopefully, if I do decide that that's something I want to do, I don't have to be concerned. Hopefully, I don't run into somebody who won't follow through and complete the agreement that we have. To me, an agreement is agreement, whether it's a verbal agreement or a contract. An agreement is an agreement. But I'm willing to see I think. I don't know. Just let me keep thinking about it. Because the more I think about it, I'm like, no, I ain't going to do that. No, I ain't going to do that. But I'm thinking about it. It's definitely a thought. But again, I want to say thank you to everybody who's inquired and who showed interest in my work. I truly appreciate you. And I truly appreciate you having the nerve to ask. You know, that's why I learned at church. Sometimes when you want things from the Lord, you got to have the nerve to ask. Ask, seek, and knock. Knock, ask, and seek his face. But but you gotta have the nerve to ask, and you'll be surprised what you'll get. But I just want to say thank you to everybody that has really come out and asked me really and had interest in him. That really makes me feel good. I'm really happy with that. But other than that, that's it. I got Big Samuel. He's still available too. His big self. Everybody liked him at the Dawn Show. They thought he was a couple people when I was holding him and carrying him. They was like, "Oh, what's her name?" I was like, "Oh, it's a boy." I said, "But it's Samuel, but he's cute. I get it. You know, he got a really cute face. His hair is right. I get it, but he's a boy, but he's not anatomically correct. So if you want him and you want to change him to a girl, that's ultimately up to you. You know, everybody's got their thing. Everybody likes different things. And I've seen some people spruce something up and switch it around, and you be like, that's neat. You know, like, I didn't even think about it like that. So, you know, everybody's different. But Baby Samuel, his big self, he's still for sale on reborns.com, and he's on eBay. And Baby Samuel's over there. And Baby Josiah, this is again the Billie Sculpt by Kathy Biscuiti. So, I mean, I'm going to think about it with him, though. I'm going to think about it, because that is expensive, and a payment plan would be necessary almost to do it. I know. I'm thinking about it, y'all. Just hang in there with me. I'm thinking about it. But I love him. I'm enjoying him. Look, he got on his orange. So y'all look cute. In my orange. Let me pick him up a little higher. I don't know why I do that when I'm trying to show my babies to y'all. I don't know why. But thanks again for coming in and watching my channel. Thanks again for hanging with me, guys. I surely appreciate you. This is Main's Touch of Love. Again, share my video with someone you love who loves babies. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Click that like button so that my videos can circulate. Again, thanks again. You guys take care. Be blessed. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye-bye.